Eurotrash magazine, Der Spiegel. I'm pretty sure it's printing a bold-faced lie, but it says that Biden is considering stepping aside for Michelle Obama in 2024. You guys already know what I think about this, but we're going to read the article together. This is the only article saying this, but it was Der Spiegel. So I go, it kind of has a big name as a Eurotrash magazine. Would they just come out and lie to sell magazines? Of course they would. Welcome to Doug in Exile. This is where the happy patriots are. We're going to look into maybe things have changed on the ground. I don't know. But for some reason, the idea that Der Spiegel gets the biggest lead in the history of politics and no one else is mentioning this, well, I'm more skeptical than if I read a headline even at fake news MSNBC. Okay, so here's the news. This is also a re-reporting of a claim from the new voice of Ukraine, the pinnacle of journalistic integrity. Biden considers stepping aside for Michelle Obama in 2024 race, says Der Spiegel. There's no way that's true. I mean, he might even be considering it. I know that Der Spiegel doesn't know that. And I know that this Ukrainian magazine did not get that information. It's not the way news works, guys. Not the way it works. However, I like the idea of let's have some fun and let's talk about it. Do you think something could have changed on the ground where for some reason Biden, the Democrat Party, they're always aware that Biden's going to lose this thing. And they always are aware that they would rather have Michelle Obama in his place. That's flat out what everyone prefers. So, this might be just more wishful thinking. Let's read this here. This summer, President Joe Biden may consider stepping out of the presidential race in favor of endorsing Michelle Obama, former First Lady and wife of President Obama, according to a report by Der Spiegel on May 5th. Now, I can't read the Der Spiegel article because Der Spiegel's in German. and I only read honky. The U.S. Democrat Party is considering the possibility that Biden may announce his decision in August of 2024 at a party convention in Chicago. We already know that. Der Spiegel states that Michelle Obama has been added to the roster of potential candidates with public opinion polls currently being conducted to gauge her viability. Now, we already know that her viability is stronger than Biden's. It might even be stronger than Trump's as far as polling goes. Quote, the idea of a female president inspires many Americans, unquote, Der Spiegel notes. Well, it's not true because we already had a female president in Barack Obama. And so, big deal. According to the journalists, one of the reasons for this possible decision is Biden's age. Oh, you think, Der Spiegel? Do you think that might be what does it? Is he's 8,000 years old and doesn't know who he is? 2/3 of Americans believe he's too old to lead the country for another 4 years, which tells me that the 1/3 of America that doesn't think he's too old are so old that they too have lost their cognitive ability to make a proper judgment against Biden. So 2/3 of America think Biden is too old. And the other 1/3 are so old and, gone that they don't weigh in on, they give Biden, they think he's fine. Okay. Despite the age of Trump, who's also running for the presidency, many Americans express reluctance to see him win the next election, probably because he'd be so effective. That's why people fear Trump. They're afraid that he'll be too competent, too close to the Constitution, too much gutting of the unelected state. He might lower taxes and everyone one thing I know about everyone, they love just paying taxes. That's the middle class. We want our taxes raised. They like having very high unemployment for minorities. That's another reason why they don't want Trump. They don't want him to lower the unemployment rate for minorities. and lower the cost of food. They say, you know what? It seems like we don't pay enough money for food when we were under Trump. So we want Biden because we can pay 10 times more for, especially for meat. We just want our gas prices, everything to go up. That's why. Okay. Many Americans expressed reluctance to see him win the next election. Amid numerous legal cases against Trump, this may affect voter preference. No, it has not so far, Der Spiegel, you morons. Okay, this is a total fraudulent rag. It almost reads like it's written by AI, but I also can't tell because sometimes that by the time they translate it from German back into our language, everything sounds like AI. Anyways, what do you guys think? Is Michelle Obama going to take over Biden? I'll be really mad now if I say, look, this is a lie. This isn't going to happen. And then at the Democratic convention in August, they go, hey, we brought in Michelle Obama. And I have like 20 videos saying, no, she's not coming, guys. And then she comes. And then I've said enough stuff about the vice presidency and Michelle Obama and stuff where I'm going to be wrong about something this fall. I just don't think it's going to be that I'm going to be wrong about Trump winning, but it'd be very easy for me to be very wrong about something else. I'm Doug in Exile.